Alright kids, today we play dodgeball, boys against girls. Really? Thanks coach, I'm gonna go sit down.
You get to call it misogyny when bad things happen to women in video games. Why don't I get to call it misandry when bad things happen to men? Because the principles of character design mean that no matter the video game, you can always pick out a prostitute based on what she's wearing. Non-player characters have a limited range of action, so the prostitute is always asking for it. Because in the God of War franchise, you can literally fuck Aphrodite as part of gameplay. Even the goddess of love isn't immune to a little left, right, up, down, ABA. Because when I put on the quote-unquote empowering metallic bikini of your favorite video game character and walk the convention floor, men touch me without asking. They ask me questions about my sex life and expect detailed answers. They treat me like so much public pixel and blame me for dressing in the only skin I get. Because Hitman Absolution penalizes you for murdering a hooker, but gives you the points back if you use her corpse to distract the cops. Because Republicans won't sign bills into law if they contain the phrase violence against women. Because there was a list in the boys' bathroom of my high school titled Cute New Freshman Girls to Fuck. And I was so unversed in violence, I was hurt that my name wasn't on it. Because a new study asserts up to 40% of rape victims are male, but video games only imitate the kinds of tragedies men want to fantasize about. Because when I told him I didn't want another drink, I saw his eyes light up with a new achievement to unlock. Because when I talk less than men, they think I'm talking more. Because their voices crash into me like I am hoarding spinning coins and first aid kits, and they are cracking me open in the hopes of absorbing something valuable. It's not looting. The game was built this way. Because this is the second night death threats have driven game critic Anita Sarkeesian from her home, her house flayed open like a wound. Because you don't understand when I say that you can't have my body because there's already somebody living in it. Because men may be more likely to die in wars statistically, but you've never fucking been in one. Because you keep saying women, like there's no telling between us. A catalog of stop-motion stereotypes, unpiloted patter of color and sound by the logic of character design. I can infer that when bad things happen to women in video games, they're really happening to me. It's my shirt shredded, my neck snapped, my body breaking to prop open a gate, to prop up your mail, because nothing makes a more gratifying prop because she's playing the woman card, because she's playing the victim card, the rape threats card, the posted her address online card, the I'll fucking kill your parents card, because you still think this is all just a game.
Someone asked me before what my favorite part of being trans is. Not being cis, mainly.
Man-spreading. I'm guessing that's the leg, as I'm doing like this.
That was a perfect definition.
So, yes.
What, have you heard the term man-spreading?
No, but is that why you asked me? Was I doing it?
It could be construed as a man-spread.
Well, it's not too crowded. If it was like super crowded, I would probably constrict.
We have no choice to have our legs like that, you know what I mean?
I do.
You feel me? So, yeah, so it's different for a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, so, yeah, of course, man. If you notice, every man on the train has their legs wide open.
I'm Ashley Jenkins.
I'm Meg Turney.
Hopes are high for Battlefield 1 this fall, but some gamers are taking issue with one recent development about its multiplayer, which will not be adding female playable characters.
That's certainly not new for the series, as it hasn't had any playable women in multiplayer yet anyway, but, you know, why not?
It's Battlefield 1, like you've always had it, but it's time to get angry.
It's so, you know what, never mind. The internet just gets riled up about things. I'm gonna stay out of it this time.
So we do.
Of course, there's an argument brewing about whether or not the exclusion makes sense in this case.
Now look, we're gonna look at both sides of this. Some are saying that it's an issue of authenticity, that women weren't a major part of World War I combat, so that's why there aren't really any playable women in multiplayer.
However, others are saying multiplayer combat in general isn't all that realistic, so why should it matter?
Things to remember. Respect my pronouns. Don't call me these. I and all identities are this.
So today I hosted a phone bank for Bernie Sanders. The people that we called, many of them, unsurprisingly, were voting for Trump. And I just want you to know that the people that are voting for him are really sick people that refer to human beings as animals. And it actually made me sick. It was really disheartening. And I don't think anyone that's a human that has feelings and sense can sit through hours of talking to people that believe that just because you weren't born in the United States, or even if you were and you're not white, which I don't know what qualifies you as white anymore, it makes you not a human being. There were a lot of comments about just building walls and getting rid of the Mexicans, and
How to be a gamer girl in 4 easy steps. 1. Choose a gender-neutral or masculine username for your online identity. The hordes of cisgender, heterosexual, and mostly white men you'll be gaming with are incredibly sensitive to the possibility of a female within their midst and are more likely to consider you part of the scenery than a peer on the battlefield. If you started gaming when you were young, naive, and starry-eyed, and have the misfortune of an unchangeable feminine username like Jigglypuff Sparkle Fairy, prepare your defenses ahead of time. At the first question of your gender, tell them you are a lesbian, because in gamer jargon, lesbian is synonymous with man, and there's no room to be feminine here. 2. Become an expert in everything. Complete every side quest, earn every achievement, be prepared for any reference or joke, because if you're not, fake gamer girl alert!
So I'm genderqueer, and lately I've been exploring the idea of identifying as trans. And so what I'm starting to discover is that I have more comfort about my security, confidence about my gender, about my identity, when I'm surrounded by people who are really caring about it and who acknowledge it and validate it and accept it. And I have a lot of cisgender friends who are trying, but today I'm here to say, I need you to try harder. It's really important to me because I'm finding that it's harder for me to navigate my gender identity when I feel like half the time in social situations I'm with people who are saying she, her for me all the time. Or if you're an ally to me or to someone else, whoever's watching this, learn the pronouns. Learn the pronouns of your friends and loved ones who are transgender and gender nonconforming. Practice. That means when I'm not in the room and you misgender me, catch yourself and correct and move on. Figure out like a meme or, I don't know, a mnemonic device. I don't care what it is, but it's on you. It's not on me anymore. I don't want to spend all my time correcting people when they get my gender wrong, because it's not my responsibility, it's yours. Cis people will apologize for misgendering your dog before they'll apologize for misgendering a trans person.
How heteronormative would you like your children? Straight or super straight?
Hello guys, the topic of today's video is Tumblr feminists. To spend any time on the net, it would seem we are the worst thing to happen to the world since, well, ever. We are a mighty evil force rising up as a hive mind from the depths of Tumblr, ready to oppress men and make fun of their fedoras. What's to hate about a group of people on the internet trying to achieve equal human rights for all? The answer, my friends, is actually pretty simple. It's because so many of these men have never before come across a platform that is not exclusively made for and does not cater only to them. It confuses them, because sometimes the feminism they see on Tumblr is not sexy, sometimes the feminism they see on Tumblr is angry, and sometimes, just sometimes, the feminism they see on Tumblr is not packaged for their delicate male egos. Let's be honest, a lot of people, mostly but not exclusively men, can't even handle mainstream feminism, which is basically feminism in its most sexy, mild, and strangely patriarchal form. So it's no wonder they can't handle real women from across the globe telling the complete and utter truth without sugarcoating it.
Queer coding is when writers, intentionally or not, imply that a character is queer, which usually means gay, but is also an umbrella term for other marginalized identities based on gender or sexuality. Oh, I get it now, but isn't that a good thing? Doesn't that mean we get more representation in the media? Not exactly. Queer coding is harmful in a few ways, but the biggest one is that it's usually villains who are strongly queer coded. Disney villains are often the clearest examples of this. Hades from Hercules has feminine mannerisms and is seen drinking a girly drink. Jafar from Aladdin has feminine mannerisms, a feminine speech pattern, and looks to be wearing eye makeup. Scar from The Lion King, Governor Ratcliffe from Pocahontas, and Captain Hook from Peter Pan are usually seen as queer coded as well for similar reasons. Ursula from The Little Mermaid is even modeled after a drag performer named Divine. But this goes beyond Disney. The most obvious example I can think of is Him from the Powerpuff Girls, who wears a pink tutu, is fanned by nearly naked men in one episode, and regularly switches between a high-pitched feminine voice and a deeper masculine voice. I don't get why that's bad. I loved all those villains. Yeah, I think a lot of queer people feel a connection to these villains because they can relate to them to some degree. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but the obvious queer coding of villains and the lack of queer protagonists makes it really easy for people to associate queerness with being evil. If the only time you ever see a feminine man is when he's evil, I don't think you're gonna have very positive association.
Princess Peach speaks. Thanks, Mario,
I guess.
for fighting all those Koopa Troopas.
And riding on the backs of dolphins.
And traveling all the way to Star World to save me.
You keep saying it was a lot of hard work.
How you almost lost all of your 99 lives.
How I should be grateful.
But from my corner of the castle, it looked a lot like adventure. But what do I know?
I'm just a kitten caught up in a tree.
I get to sit in this 8-bit castle.
Guarded by that fire-breathing turtle fuck. And I'm here for however long it takes your
slow shit ass to get past that fucking flying level. And now, of course, what I want to do is get married, enter into another imprisonment called matrimony with you.
You, whose brother wears the exact same outfit as you, except in a different color.
Like twin little fucking infants.
He's always whispering into my hair.
Damn, Peach, if only I'd got to you first. But your princess is in another castle.
Filing her taxes.
Because she's a princess.
And gets a hell of a lot more money than you.
Mario, when she needs her toilet unclogged.
She'll call you.
Mario, but your princess is in another castle.
I don't know, preparing to inherit rule of an entire country?
Princess Peach got work to do. Princess already brushed her hair today.
Now Princess gotta make some phone calls.
Send some emails. Get her ball gown fitted just right. Oh! You thought Princess was trapped by Bowser?
Maybe Princess hired Bowser as a bouncer.
Because she didn't have time to reject you at the door.
What makes you think every time Princess doesn't answer, it means she needs your help?
Can a woman get some alone time around here to deal with her shit?
What shit, you ask?
I don't know. Body image, rape culture, motherhood, gender roles, the fact that no one will let her wear anything but a pink dress. You ride a dinosaur who comes in more colors than I do.
I don't ever get to ride a dinosaur.
You fought off a baseball-throwing football player, and now you're entitled to Peach's Peach? I should have stayed with Bowser, because at least he called himself Monster.
At least he knew what he was.
Not some one-dimensional super nerd who thinks human decency is foreplay, who thinks the savior complex gets me wet.
You're a plumber.
So I thought you'd be able to smell your own bullshit. You're the date who buys a nice dinner then calls me a bitch when I don't let you upstairs.
You're the guy on the street who tells me to smile before cutting it into me.
You're all the states in America where it is legal to rape your wife. So fuck you, Mario.
Here's a level.
You can beat it. Get a life.
We are fighting against racism. We are fighting against capitalism. And we are fighting against patriarchy.
Of the same status quo system. The system is made for the white male. So at first they were saying they were arming PSU to protect women from sexual assault. So we said that is not possible. way better tactic than use of force. Isn't that obvious, though? Do we really need a study to prove that? No!
10 lessons for the white sons we might have. 10 things we don't have to say, but must teach because you. If we don't, every inch you grow could be another nightmare you'll give somebody. 1. When you're crossing the street, it's a privilege to only have to look both ways. You'll seldom have to worry about what's behind you. In fact, you might be the reason someone else can't stop looking over their shoulder. 2. When you fall off your razor scooter, you'll always have a Band-Aid the same color as you. Even as you get older, you'll be able to patch up any damage you make. Your Band-Aid boxes will teach you that excuses aren't made for melanin. 3. For every art project that tells you to draw pictures of your classmates, there'll be a crayon marked apricot or salmon or peach. Your friends will call it skin. Pay attention to how early you learn to label colors. 4. When you play cops and robbers in the schoolyard, you will always find yourself grappling the gun. Your hands will not be created to hold consequences. You'll too often notice objects shaped like pistols. You will be born with trigger fingers. 5. The first time you have a crush on a girl at school, don't you dare pull her hair or throw things at her, because your teachers will have no problem convincing you that abuse comes with love, and setting a relationship on fire is just another candlelit dinner.
In chaotic marches through Atlanta protesting fatal police shootings, Tyree Page became one of the faces of the movement. He was part of the group that met with Atlanta Mayor Kasim Reed to demand changes in police training and tactics. Page even spoke at a joint news conference.
We stand on the shoulders of those who have paved the way for us to be able to protest in the streets and to be able to have our voices heard.
What the mayor's office says it did not know at the time is this police protester had already been arrested multiple times for impersonating a police officer.
I just want to know a little bit more about these criminal charges that you've had against you for impersonating a police officer. How can you justify that when you've been protesting against police brutality?
Absolutely. So I have a PR director. You can reach out to her.
I'm talking to you right now. Come on.
I don't do on the spot interviews right now.
You love to talk. I've seen you.
Love to talk.
So let's
I
talk
love
now.
to talk, and I love Fox 5. How you guys doing? I do Fox 5. I like you guys. Right now is not appropriate time.
Let's talk right now about these criminal charges.
I'm not talking.
You've been charged multiple times with impersonating a police officer. How can you justify that?
Page's public social media sites boast pictures of him decked out with weapons and tactical gear. In December 2014, Atlanta police charged him with impersonating a police officer when they found him at the Shell station on Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard wearing a replica of the Atlanta police officer uniform, Glock 45 automatic pistol, and other gear. According to the police report, he had a black female handcuffed in front of the gas station. Page said he was working security there. In October 2015, police reports say Page was again armed, wearing a bulletproof vest outside a MARTA station. He even demanded to see ID from a man who turned out to be an APD sergeant. In fact, a witness at the Sloppy Floyd building stated Page had more weapons than I ever seen an officer wear. He ultimately was allowed to clear all 3 counts by pleading guilty to lesser charges of obstruction and carrying a weapon in an unauthorized location. Page is currently on 2 years probation.
You protest police brutality. If you want to be a cop, why don't you just apply to one of these places?
Miss Cringe, go back to what you mean. Do you know what it's like to come to Lincoln Park every day? Every day. You know what I mean? Just not look at me. I don't know shit. Okay. Some pussy ass gang members. That's all.
Would you guys like to give a comment?
Oh, get out! Exit that way. There's no exit this way.
Why are you still going here?
There's no exit this way. Exit
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Black Lives Matter!
Hey, nigga, get up on me!
Get off of him!
Get up on me!
Black Lives Matter, let him go!
Sit down!
Let him go!
Get it!
What is your name?
Don't let go of me! You gonna choke me, nigga? Let go! Let go! Get up on me! Let go! Let's go, nigga!
Let him go!
What the fuck, nigga? Nigga, move!
Let him go!
You get up on me!
Yeah, you done fucked up now, huh?
Let go! Let go! Get up off me! Sit down! You're under arrest!
For what?
You're under arrest! What? Right now for battery on an officer!
Battery?
Battery, do not wrong! I ain't doing nothing wrong! Get on the ground! I ain't doing nothing wrong! Get on the ground! I ain't doing nothing wrong! Get on the ground now!
Black Lives Matter!
Get on the ground!
Black Lives Matter! Hey!
Hey,
he's not! He's putting his hands on you! He's not resisting! What the fuck you mean? Black Lives Matter, motherfucker! He's not resisting! This shit is fucked up! The fuck you mean? This is my homeboy! The fuck you mean he's resisting? You got me fucked up!
Step
This
back.
nigga's fucking with him, bro!
Step
Get
back.
off my nigga!
Step back!
Get off of my nigga!
Hey, bro, get off my head, bro!
Get off of him! He can't breathe!
Back up!
He can't breathe!
Back him up!
Hey, bitch! What's the fuck out? Motherfucker, you gonna hit me with the fucking bike, bitch!
I can't breathe, bro! Back up! Back up!
Bitch, don't fucking kick me!
Back up!
I'll break your fucking nose,
Back
bitch!
up!
Kick me again, motherfucker! I'll break your fucking nose!
Hey, come on back!
Look. They're fucking my little kid.
They're fucking you. He's a high school student. He's a high school student.
Your hand behind your back!
He's a high school student and they're fucking with him.
What the fuck? What the fuck, bro?
No, I don't. Move, bitch. I'll swing on your bitch ass. You better walk the fuck out. Nigga, you ain't gonna fucking catch me, bitch.
Hell no!
What's his number, bruh?
Our society has its own safe space, which is kind of a common room in the Students' Union, where LGBT students, not necessarily just members, but any student who identifies as LGBT+, can go there if they feel like they need to. So a lot of people use a safe space just throughout the day. They might have a break from classes. They want to go and sort of hang out with other LGBT people, which is cool. Also, I mean, it's called a safe space. It's there for if people, unfortunately, you do experience homophobia and transphobia on campus. So that is a space where you can go and hopefully feel safe.